Hi, I'm Randy Basler. I'm a patient of Dr. Brett's. I came to see Doctor off and on for the last year, 2 years, something like that. I've still do have a pain that runs from my middle back, actually lower back, all the way down to the bottom of my foot. In fact, the pain was so bad that there was mornings that I just couldn't get myself out of bed. And so I heard about Dr. Brett and the work he was doing, so I tried him out. I talked about my wife, Janet, and probably talk about her more than me, but we've been to chiropractors, we've been to doctors, we've been to wellness centers, we've been to you name it, to try to get this pain out of my side and out of my butt. Actually, it runs down from my butt. And no luck with anybody else. Even took some rehab, or they took me over to the hospital and they put me in a rehab group, and I did my little thing for 10 minutes and tried to stretch, and the only thing I got out of that was how to really loosen up my body. And this has been going on since I had an accident many years ago. This lady, actually what they call T-boned me. She hit me from the side. It wasn't a fast-moving accident, but it was one of those that I held onto the steering wheel too long, I guess. And I was too rigid. Well, that happened, and after that, it was okay, no problems. 5 years later, it's a little bit of problem. 10 years later, a lot of problems. So I developed this problem, and I really noticed what I was doing also was my shoes weren't wearing right. My left foot was, the heel was perfect. The right foot, the right heel would wear on the right side all the time. It would wear to a point within 6 months I'd have to go look for a new shoe because they don't put heels on anymore. So back to Dr. Brett, I come walking in not knowing him not knowing me at all. We just strangers. And he explained to me what was going on, took the x-rays, kind of got into the middle of it, started feeling pretty good. And of course, I just kind of wandered away for a while until the pain got so bad that I had to go back to the guy that I started with, Dr. Brett. So I did. And we did it again. We started in again. And then he suggested, after, this wasn't a walk in the door, I'm going to fix you. He never promised that. He never promised. He never said, I'm going to make you better. He just said, work with me. And I did. I paid attention. It took a while. So I started paying attention to what he was saying, what he was trying to tell me. He never said, I want you to do this. He always suggested I do something. And that got to me, that here was a guy that was taking his time. Of course, he's getting paid, no doubt. But yeah, I felt good with him. I felt that we had a partnership. And you don't get that with a doctor much. So anyway, I liked him. We got along. I think we're friends now. And so we started working on it, and then all of a sudden I started reading about stuff, and he brought it to my attention about maybe going the next step. And now that he's got me to where I'm walking, I'm working part-time, and somewhat normal life, but I still have, those times that I have to go back and he has to do his thing again. But he suggested I try something a little bit different, and that stem cell. And I've been reading about stem cell, and I'm right now I'm just in the preliminary stage of it. I guess I told you about what I'm working up to, but I haven't gotten to the final point. But still, he's working with me, and it seems to be working good.